Hello, everyone. So, it's your girl, Wede. Welcome back to Listen In with Wede. I want to talk about culture today. So many different cultures around the world. It can be a good thing. People can get impacted by culture in a positive way. Some people can get impacted in a negative way. But overall, culture around the world has been a phenomenon. Joining. A lot of people born into one, grow up in another, create their own culture or tradition, and it's such a big, wide varieties of cultural differences here and there. And as always, I like to go to the internet and just read something, a little bit of something here and there, so you can have a better idea of what I'm trying to talk about. So culture is a complex concept that can be defined in multiple ways. It's so many of them. You can be cultural influence, like culture can influence a human behavior or social group, growing living things. There's so many different ways culture influences us. Um, Human behavior, a pattern of human behavior that includes speech, thoughts, action, and active facts. It's also based on the ability of humans to learn and pass knowledge down to future generation. That's the cultural part right there. It's so rich, and people will go beyond and above like everything to just be a follower of the culture, be straight about it, and teach the kids, the children, and about the culture, the values, and the traditions of the family. And it's very important to a lot of people. And a culture can also be like languages. So we have languages, we got food, we got architecture, we got art, we got religions, and just company have their own culture. Like even in a workplace, you might be working somewhere and the company have their own culture. And that's something a lot of people don't really talk about. But big companies, like corporate companies, have culture. And one of the examples would be that there are some examples of company cultures. It can be so many different things, and they want the company to, you know, they want the employees to learn and live in and understand their culture. A language, when it comes to culture, is a way people communicate their values, their beliefs, and customs, and to form relationships. Language also fosters feelings of group identity and solidarity. Language is one of the important things in cultures all around the world. People speak so many different languages. They can be in the same country, and I know this coming from where I come from. We are in the same country, but we speak like 16 different tribes. So that's something, that it's like culture. And also comes to food. So when it comes to people that from different cultures, they eat different food. The practice people use to make and consume food, architecture, how people build their homes and other buildings, their art. It includes material, example, like sculpture and paintings and architecture, and a lot of different things to use, like non-material form, like dancing, theater, music. Even when it comes to religion, the way people express and experience spirituality and their cultural values are seen in the foundation to their religion. There's so many different things when it comes to people in the culture. I want to talk about the American culture. I live in America, and America have their own culture too. And the thing that a lot of people love about the American culture is their individuality. It is highly valued in American culture. They want everybody to be for themselves. Like they want everybody to be able to speak their mind, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of what you want to do, who you want to marry, how you want to raise your kid. People start their own tradition, and so many different things people have the freedom to do in this country. Is beautiful, is inspiring, is motivating, and a lot of people come here to enjoy the American freedom that they didn't have in their country. This is the land of the free where we all came to just not only for great, massive, out of this world experience and opportunity, but also to have the freedom of living a life and following the dreams and doing those things that we are not allowed to do, or people in a country or a religion are not allowed to do certain things, say certain things, marry certain people, dress certain way, and they can come here and be free and meet not just one or two people that kind of like you, but meet like a whole, like thousands of people that believe and love the things you love too, that just they are free to express themselves. That's the beauty of American culture. That's why a lot of people come here to just be themselves and be whoever they want to be. And if they want to change it tomorrow and be somebody else and do something else, guess what? They can. And that's the beauty of it. And then I go back to my home, where I'm from. The African culture is a diverse and complex combination of ideas, social structures, and creative expression of African communities. It includes many ethnic nationalities with different languages, greetings, dances, dishes, clothes. The African culture has been influenced by many continents, and other continents influence us too. It's just so many different cultures that goes on in Africa. Is everybody says Africa, and it's African. We all are one, but from in different countries, so many things and languages and dance and the way we think, the way we do, the way we eat, the clothes we wear. So many of it that is beautiful when it all comes together. It's so beautiful. And the secretness of life, hospitality, time, respect for elders and authority is so embedded into our African nations, and it's beautiful. Our elders are reserved for wisdom, their experience, their contribution to the community, their counsel and soul. Where it's just like you have older people that they are like guardians. They might not be your direct parent, but they can be your guardian for the community, for family. Where you have this one older person, whether it's your granddaddy or your dad, or it's your uncle, or it's your older aunt, it's your grandmom, and they have so much wisdom. You might not be directly related to them, but every time you're around them, you just picking up some gems, and just they tell you not just stories of their life or how they live or what they went through, but it just give you some wise words of wisdom. And they might not have gone to school or graduate with a degree or be a doctor or be like a therapist or something, but they have words of wisdom. Their minds is beautiful. The way they think, the way they process things, the way they say it can shape your life if you're really serious. If you're really that person that looking for someone to touch you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and you talk to an elder, wise person from Africa, they're speaking gems. They are speaking so much good things that will live for you forever. Every time I see my favorite quotes, whether it's from an older person or even my own younger person, like a younger person have some good words they've learned, they grow, and they have some things to say. I always like to write it down, because every now and then I go back, I have this a part of my phone that I just save a lot of stuff that it just filled with quotes. It just filled with quotes. It's like a notepad or something in the phone. And you don't have, I have a book that I write things in, but I really don't use the notebook anymore a lot, since I'm always with my phone every day, everywhere. And I see something I like, I can just copy it and paste it, because I want to write it. I want to be able to, even though I might not be writing an actual book, I want to be able to have it down. And I just keep all this stuff. And then on days when I'm not doing anything, or I need some inspiration and I don't want to talk to anyone, I just want to be able to process things on my own, I go and just read all those quotes. Or I can even go on my phone and search so many inspirational quotes, and you can spend days, hours browsing through all these beautiful, inspiring words from different continents, different part of the world. People put all these great things. The internet is undefeated. So many great things in there. I know a lot of the times the negative things and negative images and videos and words overshadow a lot of things, and that's the part that people pay attention the most to. But for me, that's why, it's called flip. Just flip it up. if something come up my social media feed, I'm not trying to give my energy to it. Just scroll up, keep scrolling. And there's so many pages you can follow on social media that are inspiring. Every now and then those people take time to be dropping gems on us so we can read it, inspire it. I know, they might be doing it to get the social network up or to get paid or anything, but it's working for other people that are following them. It is working. It takes the time. So it's always a good thing to like make some research and just search some stuff that you don't understand and want to get more example of. It can really help. Cultural differences, so many differences, and when it comes to the cultural thing, from all around the world. Like I said, even in one country, you can have so many different languages and way of doing things and way of communicating. And so cultural differences is huge, is massive, because I experience, I don't know, I should say cultural shock or cultural differences or whatever it is. But I know a girl growing up in Africa, born and raised, I got here, I think I was like 22 years old, and it was different. God, I can go on for days to just tell you all the differences. But to summarize it, when I got here, I was a young mom and wife, and I got here where people of my age, they go into school, they probably still live with their parents. The parents still like doing 75 or even 50% for them, and I'm here with a husband and a kid. And I'm here to work and make life. And then I got here, I was just like, oh, yes, people went to school. Like, I left from Africa like 15 years ago. So things are changing. A lot of things are changing. My sister got an 18-year-old that she put so much into. She paid for her way for school, and she's still supporting her. And I know my age, that time, you better find someone else to pay your school fee, or you better start working, or get a guy that can help you. Or better still, a lot of my friends from school got an older man that was paying for their life, and I was lucky enough to not be a part of that group. I found somebody that was my age, and it was the best case scenario for me. But I got here, people going to school my age, they still probably live with their parents or they got a job, and I wanted to go to school too. I didn't want to give all my time and effort to being a mom and a wife, and then I didn't have and then I had to work. And then not just that, I have family back home we had to take care of. We have family that we have to like send money to. We still have to like pay for things for them. And I'm just here. I'm in this great country where I could do so much. I'm still young. I remember I went to what's this place a modeling agency where it was just like I had an opportunity to become a model, and every time somebody say, "Oh, you could have been," and I just think of those days. Yes, I could have been. When I just, if I came to this country just me, I probably could have been. And then I got here, I was a little skinny, and everybody thought they were just like, "Oh, why are you so skinny? Like maybe you're struggling, maybe life is not good for you." Because back home, the bigger body, you got a nice plump shape and body. That's when people think like you're having a good life. For me, I was always skinny because I was always stressed about something. And I like the way I look actually, but people back from my country they didn't like that I was so skinny. They had all kinds of names for me. It just a lot of names they called me. But when I got here, people they thought it was cute. Oh my gosh, she's so sexy. Oh, she could be a model. Oh, look at her. They love how I look. And I'm just like, wow. That was the two different things. That was the second thing. I was just like, wow. I'm young. I could be here, going to school, working, modeling, and doing all these great things. But now I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I have a whole village back home that looking up to me, and I can't even pursue my dreams, and I can't even go to school full time. It was such a change. But overall, what I grew up, how I grew up, I would not change it for anything because it just not just shaped me, it equipped me, it helped me so much. I would not give it up, even though there were times I wish I was born here. But as I grow older, I am lucky to have been born in Africa and have the values and the culture and the family and the mindset and everything I have to equip me to make me who I am. So for now, this is where we're going to stop. And next time, we're going to talk more about other things. And I appreciate you stopping by and checking me out and listening to me. I really do appreciate that. I'll talk to you next time. All right. Goodbye.